You're watching Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. It is mailbag time, where we answer your questions, as this comes from our Wednesday live show, as free agency a couple days in at this point, and the Seahawks have made some interesting moves already, with Leonard Williams getting that new contract. Noah Fant is back. We'll talk about it all, answer your questions, get your reaction to NFL free agency so far, coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do, though, folks, want to make sure not only that you're subscribed to the channel, but also that you're part of the Noti gang, that you have your notifications turned on. Because here's the deal. John Schneider has been messing with my sleep schedule this week. We've seen the Seahawks sign guys late in the night and early in the morning. And when that happens, we're bringing you videos here on the channel, no matter what. No matter the time, the day, or night, we're bringing you content here on the channel. So turn on your noties. That way, you are the first to know when Johnny makes a move and we make a video to break it down, and I'll talk about it. Turn on your notifications, set to all, so you never miss a moment. We'll get started with today's show. Adam writes in with a $5 super chat. With linebacker left, I think we should sign Devin White, Bobby Wagner, Diggs. I think he's referring to Justin Simmons there, not Tyler Simmons. Adam, very interesting points there as far as that goes. Devin White and Bobby, I think, is the combination, the linebacker combination you're looking at. I know we had the report earlier in the week that the Seahawks were not really interested in bringing back Bobby Wagner at this point in time, but hopefully that has changed the way the linebacker market goes. I think you need Bobby back for one more year. Devin White would be a nice fit as well. I think you're onto something there. Quandre Diggs, if he's willing to play for less money than his previous contract, I'm not opposed to it. He does need to perform better than he did last year after a down year. And then Justin Simmons would be fascinating as well, although I am a little concerned about his asking price at this point, if he's going to be out of the Seahawks price range or not. Thanks, Adam, for that super chat. Leo with a $20 super chat writes in, should we trade down to gain more draft capital and try to fill holes, or just get best player available? It really depends on how the board shapes out. I mean, think about this, okay? Let's say we're the Seahawks pick at 16. If Brock Bowers from Georgia is available, I am taking him. That's it. He is our guy. He's coming to Seattle. If Dallas Turner is there, I am taking him. That's the pick. He's our guy. He's coming to Seattle. But if it's not one of those blue chip players that's at the top of the Seahawks draft board, if it doesn't shake out the way we want, then you potentially trade down, try to get more picks and fill holes. It all depends on how the board plays out potentially, and we won't know until the day of. We'll see, Leo. Brian Bosworth checking in. Good to see the Boz. Did the Seahawks overpay for Leonard Williams? Great question, and this has been a lively discussion all week long when it comes to Leonard Williams. The Seahawks did give him a lot of money, probably above his market value, if we're going to be honest. But even with that said, okay, let's be real for a second. When the Seahawks made the trade for Leonard Williams, giving up a second and a fifth-round pick, you committed right then and there to Leonard Williams long term. There was no going back at that point. You didn't bring in Leonard Williams as a rental. It wasn't like San Francisco and Chase Young. You made that trade knowing full well that you were going to have to pay him and commit to him long term. So when I look at it, well, it may have been high. The Seahawks had no choice but to get this done and to pay Leonard Williams. I'm okay with it. Did they overpay? Maybe technically yes, but I don't have a problem with it, if that makes sense. What do you guys think? Did the Seahawks overpay re-signing Leonard Williams? Why for yes and for no? Why in the comment section, let us know what you think. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. Choose two or more players on any given category, and you get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points in motorsports, maybe it's rebounds in basketball, maybe it's goals in hockey, home runs in baseball, all sorts of different categories to choose from. And we got my Rodriguez special today. as we're going with our guy Julio Rodriguez from your Seattle Mariners to have more than 168.5 hits this season, and Grayson Rodriguez from the Baltimore Orioles to have more than 180.5 strikeouts. Let's say I put $20 down and both these hit. That's going to turn into $60 on Prize Picks. Play along with me. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match on your first entry. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. Play along with us. Prize Picks today. The Smitty Committee returns. I've heard another name for the Smitty Committee as well that I won't repeat, but you guys that have brains can figure that out. What will Noah Fant's role be in the offense? So it's interesting here. Let's go back in time in the hot tub time machine for a second, okay? And if you recall, Noah Fant in the prior regime in Seattle with Shane Waldron and Pete Carroll was kind of an afterthought. They weren't using him to his full potential of what he could have been, what he should have been. I think Noah Fant can be a top 10 tight end in this league, but he sure as hell wasn't going to get that chance to do so in that Shane Waldron offense. Ryan Grubb, it sounds like there's going to be more of an emphasis on the tight end position than there's ever been before. And you're paying him the money that you should use him at a high level. So with that said, I think that we could very well see Noah Fant double his numbers from a season ago. Had, what was it, about 450 yards last year? I think that could be 700 or 800 plus. He had no touchdowns. He better get the end zone, damn it. Noah Fant's going to play a significant role, and I think you're going to like what you see from Noah Fant in 2024. All right, time for a couple more questions. We'll get to those in just a second. But I want to ask you guys, what's your confidence level in Noah Fant? I got to tell you, I like Noah. I blame coaching, not Noah, for his lack thereof of performance this past season. What's your confidence level? I'm pretty high. I'll go 7 or 8 personally. I'll give it a professional score there. Give me your confidence level in the comments section 1 through 10. Let us know. Next question. Can we go get DJ Reader and a middle linebacker? Potentially speaking. DJ Reader I don't think is off the board yet. At the time of this recording, that's a possibility. Middle linebacker, you got to go get help at middle linebacker. The Seahawks are not going to be in a position to just rely on the draft when it comes to the middle linebacker. They are going to need more help in free agency, even if it means spending not a ton of money, but just enough. They'll need help there. Hank writes in, how do you guys feel about a double trade down from 16? Just like I said earlier, it all depends on how the board shakes out. If there's certain guys that are available that you can't say no to, then you can't say no to. You got to keep them around. So we'll just see how the board plays out. I'm not opposed to it, but let's see how the situation plays itself. G Popular, who is someone that you would like these Seahawks to sign? Devin White certainly comes to mind. Justin Simmons comes to mind. As potential guys right off the jump. Trent Brown is the guy I've been talking about a lot. I would like to see him at the offensive tackle spot, move Abraham Lucas to the guard spot. I know the Seahawks have looked at Trent Brown the last couple of years, but those are kind of the names off the top of my head. We'll see what the Seahawks do. Beast Mode writes, with Dallas out, will we see more Kenny McIntosh? Absolutely. That's why the Seahawks didn't bring back DJ Dallas, is because Kenny McIntosh was there. Kenny McIntosh was injured for much of last year, and he is a brilliant pass catcher. You should see him in on third downs at times, too. I like Kenny McIntosh a whole lot. I expect him to be the new number 3 running back and to play a significant role in the Seahawks offense. You'll see more Kenny McIntosh here. I got time for another question or two here. Alan writes in with that just nasty-looking Golden State Warriors jersey. Jones, what would be your best route when it comes to fixing the safety room currently? Could we sign Justin Simmons, or do we address it at the draft? I think it's a little bit of both, to be honest. Yeah, signing a guy like Justin Simmons could make a ton of sense for Seattle. But I think you got to start thinking about younger options, too. Building up guys for the future, getting your core for many years to come. Alan, I think it's a little bit of both, if we're going to be honest there. Who's a player the Seahawks should sign in free agency? Plenty more players still available out there here in the coming days. Who would you like to see the Seahawks add? Let us know in the comments section. Subscribe now to Seahawks Today for the latest happenings on your favorite team throughout the entire offseason, including right here in free agency. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.